Hello, Chunky. It is a Wednesday, the peak of the week. My name's Alex Belfield, and we have it then. Confirmation that the first compensation has been given by .gov, Boris and his government, over the vaccine that killed Vicky Spitz's fiancé, a young couple who had everything to live for, more than 5-6 decades ahead of them, until her fiancé had the jab, a jab that we were told was perfectly safe, that was tested, that has taken the lives of hundreds of people, probably thousands. And this government values those lives at £120,000 each. Howdy mush, here we go then for a Wednesday. There's not a lot to say here. I want to thank Mark Steen, who's been remarkable at GB News for banging the drum over things like this that others won't talk about. It is absolutely obvious that the BBC is not covering this, nor are the big gobs like Stephen Nolan, Nick Ferrari, Piers Morgan. I've seen nothing from them about this payout of £120,000 for the first victim of the COVID jab. There are hundreds waiting, probably now thousands, who need to be compensated for the adverse effects of this jab. And in some case, those effects were terminal, as was the case with Lisa Shaw from the BBC, a lady who died having had the jab. Her coroner's report proved it, and the BBC told the presenters not to show emotion on air or connect the jab with her death. That's what kind of propaganda we're up against. I want to play this little clip of Vicky yesterday talking to Mark Steen on GB News following this payout.
They have. On Friday afternoon, I got a phone call to notify me that I am the first person whose claim with the BDPS has been processed and approved. So, over a year later from when I put in the claim, with the death certificate, it's finally been approved. And they assured me that this would now speed up other claims in the processing, which is very good news because a lot of people are really struggling. There are people who are at risk of losing their houses if they don't get some help soon.
It is so depressing to think that 2 years after all this started, only now is there an admission of liability by the government. For the first time, there is acceptance that this thing was not 100% safe and that there were victims of it. They called me a conspiracy theorist for asking the question. They called people like me troublemakers for asking the question, should we trust the jab? Is the lockdown working? And do masks work? Well, we know lockdowns didn't work. They were almost completely ineffective in saving lives. We know the masks were 90% ineffective, and we know now the jab did cause adverse effects for some people and indeed kill others, as was the case with Vicky Spitz's fiancé. I don't know how you put a price on a life, but £120,000 does not seem enough. That's not even enough to pay off a mortgage. In London, it wouldn't even pay off a tenth of a mortgage for a one-bedroom flat. How utterly fucking insulting to these people. I don't know. It's a victory that it's accepted that there were problems, but what a smack in the face. £120,000. I'll be back tonight with the exclusive phone-in where we can talk about anything at the Secret VOR Club. You need to go to alexbelfield.com and sign up. If not, we'll be back on YouTube on Sunday night at 9 o'clock for the phone-in. Another 9 videos tomorrow. We did 10 videos today. We keep you up to date with all the stories we can't talk about here. We were talking about this, weren't we, 2 years ago, but not here because of the shushy brigade. It's okay for Stephen Nolan to chase people through forecourts of garages. That big fat pig thinks it's acceptable to bully people into wearing a mask. Has he retracted that and said, well, they didn't work, so I shouldn't have done it? No, because they're never wrong. Piers Morgan, Nick Ferrari, and of course, James Whale wanted to sack nurses. These people are shameful. But we've got their cards marked. We know who they are. They're exposed, and now we have confirmation that there was a right to be concerned and that we should have questioned the narrative. We're on the right side of history. Join me tonight at 9 and for the honest conversation at alexbelfield.com. Not here at YouTube or the mainstream media. We can't tell the truth because the truth hurts. Not where we are. The Secret VOR Club, alexbelfield.com.